Is Dad a man's man?
I suppose so.
Would you say he was brave?
Oh, sort of. I've never been able to scare him. Why?
I'd like him to be brave, that's all.
Well, don't you start thinking out ways of making him prove it.
Mum, has Dad ever fought for your hand?
He didn't have to. I gave it to him.
But suppose he'd had a rival. Would he have fought a duel with him?
I don't know, Bobby. But he once told someone off for following me home from the cookery class.
I'll bet you wish you'd lived in romantic times. Then Dad would have had to fight to the death for you.
He wouldn't have been much use to me in that state, would he?
Well, you could have laid his head on your lap and bathed his wounds.
Oh, fine way to start your married life, I must say.
If anyone comes between me and Molly Braithwaite, I'll smite them in twain.
That's enough. Just you put that bread knife down before you cut your fingers.
Well, faint heart never won a fair lady.
Neither did a bread knife. I don't know where you get all these bloodthirsty ideas from.
Oh, heck, what's the use? Why wasn't I born 500 years ago? I bet it was smashing. I might have been Sir Lancelot.
Oh, Sir Lancelot now, is it? What happened to Robin Hood?
I broke my bow and arrow.
Oh, I see.
But Sir Lancelot's okay too. He did noble deeds.
Then how about you doing a noble deed? The fire needs a shovelful of coal on it.
Hello, love.
Oh, here's your dad. Perhaps he's got some romance in his soul.
I should have. I married you, didn't I?
Are you brave, Dad?
Well, I had to be, son. You should have seen the size of your mum's father.
Oh, well, I'll leave him to you, Joe. I've got to mix a pudding.
Looks as though you've been mixing the pudding a bit too, Bobby.
Dad, don't you wish you were King Arthur, dressed in shining armour?
Not likely. If I know your mum, I'd have to polish the flipping stuff myself. Now then, where's my pipe?
King Arthur used to sit at the head of the round table.
Oh, round table, eh? Well, if it was round, then how the heck did he know which was the head of it?
Easy. Where do you think the sword Excalibur was kept?
Not on the mantelpiece.
Of course it wasn't on the mantelpiece.
Look, never mind your sword. I'm looking for my pipe.
Oh, I see. You're not interested.
Now, did you guess?
Couldn't imagine you smiting anyone in twain to win a fair lady.
No, son. My penknife's not sharp enough.
You mean you're not brave enough?
Now, listen, Bobby. There's nothing brave about carving people up with swords. When you get older, you'll find it's courage that counts.
What's the difference?
Well, being brave means that you're not afraid. Having courage is a very different thing. It means you face up to things even though you are afraid of them.
Oh, I see.
Have you got courage?
Why?
Because if you don't buzz off, you'll have to face up to me.
OK, I can take a hint.
Right. Now, where the heck's my pipe?
Has Sir Lancelot gone?
Yes, and so's my pipe by the look of it.
All those questions he asks. He asked me if you'd ever fought for my hand.
It wouldn't have been much use without the rest of you. He wanted to know if I'd like to wear a suit of armour.
Fancy you in a suit of armour, Joe.
Oh, I don't know. Couldn't be much worse than those shirts you starched up for me last week.
Dad, what's a black knight?
Black Knight? Oh, one without a moon, I suppose, son.
No, a black knight on horseback.
Oh, you mean a dirty knight, Bobby. Well, I expect he's a villain.
Oh, thanks. That can be Jimmy Cross.
He's happy enough now, Ethel.
Funny, isn't it? The way they all want to be the hero.
Yes, and usually one who fights. Robin Hood, Sir Lancelot, Matt Dillon, Wyatt Earp. I wonder why they never want to be Dr. Livingstone.
Mum, I hope you know that young Bobby's dashing about with your tin tray tied round him.
Oh, yes, Jane. That's his armour. He's Sir Lancelot.
Yes, well, if Sir Lancelot pulls up any more of my beansticks for lances, he'll be in trouble. Didn't find my pipe, did you, Ethel?
No, dear. I looked everywhere.
So did I. So it must be somewhere else. Oh, I'm dying for a smoke.
Heavens, what was that?
Sir Lancelot dropped his shield again.
What shield?
The dustbin lid. It might have been made for the job.
What will he get up to next?
Hello, Mum. I've just been slaying you a dragon.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. Hope you didn't make too much mess.
Bobby, what are you doing with my long white gloves on?
They're my gauntlets.
Then take them off.
Oh, but I've got to have something to throw down when I issue a challenge.
Well, you're not throwing my best gloves all over the floor. It's not funny, Dad, so don't encourage him.
I'm laughing at Bobby. He doesn't half look a card. What's that you got in your head, son?
My helmet, of course.
No, it isn't. It's my calendar. Take it off at once, Bobby.
And look what he's got stuck in it. My silk headscarf.
I was only using it as a plume.
I wish you'd leave my things alone.
All right, Jane, all right. He hasn't hurt them. When kids play, they always grab the first thing they get. Hey, Bobby, what the heck's my pipe doing stuck in the top of this colander?
To hold my plume, Dad. It was just the job.
Listen, I've been looking all over the place for it. Why don't you leave people's stuff alone?
It's a different story now he's used something of yours.
Well, a pipe's a pipe.
Yes, and gloves are gloves.
Oh, and what do you both think a colander is?
Yeah, but Ethel, you know I've been gasping for a smoke.
Good thing, too. Perhaps you won't cough so much in bed.
But,
Now, that'll
Mum.
do, Jane. Bobby shouldn't touch other people's things, but we're not going to have an argument about it. Now, don't you do it again, Bobby.
OK, Mum, thanks. I was going to let Jane be my lady fair, but now it can be you instead.
That's nice.
So you can have my first present. Hold out your hand, Mum.
Thanks, Bobby. Oh, take it away! Take it away!
It's a dragon, Mum. I caught it for you.
Oh, take it away! Go on, take it off me!
Oh,
quick.
don't be so soft, Mum. It's only a lizard.
I don't like them. Take it off me!
Huh, fine knight's lady you'd make.
Now, that'll do, Bobby. Get the thing out of here.
OK. Fancy being scared.
Well, all that fuss over a tiny little lizard.
All right, Jane, they don't affect you, but your mum doesn't like 'em. Most people have little things they're a bit squeamish about. I can't bear to touch slugs.
Hello. Guess who?
Moby Dick.
Ah, now turn it up, Joe. Moby Dick was a big fat animal that was always spouting.
Well, you said it yourself, Fred.
Aye. Here, I've got some news for you. Me and Claire have been offered a caravan.
Good. When are you moving?
Aye? Oh, moving. Ah, dear, that Mrs. H is a real caution, isn't he?
He is when you're around, Fred.
Aye, yeah. No, this caravan, Joe. The people who were going to take it for their holidays can't go now. So as it's not being used, Bill Carter said I could use it for the weekend.
Oh, very nice of him.
Yes, but Claire has arranged to go over to her sister's.
Oh.
Seems a pity to waste it, so I thought you'd like to take the family there instead. It's on the coast near Margate.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah.
That was just the job, Fred.
Yeah.
What do you say, Ethel?
Oh, make a lovely change, Joe. Oh, it's ever so kind of you, Fred.
That's good. I'm in young Bobby's good books as well. He's appointed me as Merlin the Magician, all because I got him a dragon.
Eh?
Yes, a lizard I found at the bottom of my garden.
Oh, no. So you were the silly chump who gave it to
Aye.
him. Why, he nearly scared Ethel to death with it.
Oh, sorry, Joe. I didn't know he was going to do that. I thought scaring Ethel was your job.
Now, listen.
Well, it's not your fault, Mr. Stebbings. Some people scare very easily.
That'll do, Jane. People haven't all got stomachs like you.
Oh, lummy, I've left the hose pipe squirting all over me lawn. If I don't turn it off, I'll have a swimming pool in my back garden. See you later, Joe.
OK, Fred, and thanks for your offer.
It's a pleasure, Joe. Always like to help my neighbours. If you've got friends and neighbours.
Oh, how lovely, Joe. A weekend in a caravan. I've never been in a caravan.
Oh, it depends how big it is. Some of them are so small you don't get in them, you put them on.
But it doesn't matter how crowded we are, Dad. It'll be a smashing weekend.
Open the door, Joe. Quick.
OK, Fred, OK. What's wrong?
Bobby, he's ripped his knee open here. Where shall I put him?
I'm all right, Mr. Stebbins. I can
All
walk.
right, keep still.
Put him
son.
on the settee,
Yeah,
Fred.
right out there. Down you go, son.
Oh, I say, it is a nasty gas. Do you feel all right, Bobby?
Of course I do. What's all the fuss about?
We'll soon see. Oh, looks pretty deep.
Yeah, perhaps all the blood makes it seem worse, Mrs. H.
Yes, get me some warm water to bathe it in, Joe, will you? Jane, hold Bobby's leg.
Oh, Mum, I couldn't.
Don't be daft, Jane. You're not scared of a bit of blood, are you?
Yes, I...
She is, you know. OK, I've got her, Fred.
Has she fainted?
Well, if she hasn't, she's not far off.
Get a glass of water,
I'll
Joe.
get it, Joe. I'll get
All
it.
right, well, I'll see to Bobby's knee. Place will soon look like a hospital ward.
Now, come on, Jenny. Pull yourself together, love. It's all right. Come on, love, come on.
Fancy fainting. And I'm the one that's got it.
All right, Bobby. Everyone's not as brave as you are.
Here's the water, Joe.
Thanks, Fred. Here, drink this, Jane.
Oh, thanks, Dada. Oh, funny. Oh, I don't know what came over me.
She's soft. That's what's wrong with her.
So long as you're not. There. Does that hurt, Bobby?
Can't feel a thing. I can stand anything. Can't scare me.
Good for you, son. And perhaps you'll think again, Jane, before you make fun of your mother. She may be scared of lizards, but it's a good job she hadn't to rely on you to dress Bobby's knee.
They can't help it, Dad. You can't expect them to be brave like us. They're just women.
Just women, are we? Now, where's that iodine?
Iodine? Oh, no, Mum, you're not going to put iodine on. You know I don't like iodine. It's smart. Oh, no, not iodine. Sir Lancelot, though sorely wounded, with blood gushing from his side, made one last effort, He charged forward, lance held firm, and buried it deep into his enemy's heart, smashing.
Bobby, stop it, do you hear?
Sir Mortimer lay prostrate, steeped in his own gore.
Why don't you stop him, Mum? You know he's picking out all the bloodthirsty parts on purpose. Oh, I'm going out into the garden.
That's sugar, Mum.
Bobby, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You were doing it deliberately to upset Jane.
Ethel, what's wrong with Jane?
Well, you might know. Bobby's been reading out all the gore he could find.
Just let me catch him at it.
Oh, there's a note, dear, for you, Joe. Bobby brought it home from his teacher at school.
Oh, what's it about, Bobby?
I don't know.
Oh. Dear Mr. Huggetts, I am... Bobby, I thought I'd told you not to take that white mouse of yours to school.
Oh, the sneak. He's not written about that, has he?
What did you do with it?
And he put it on his desk while he was cleaning the blackboard?
Well, you silly little fool, that was asking for trouble.
Well, the other masters had laughed and just stroked it. He didn't. He was scared.
Now, don't be daft. A teacher's not scared of a mouse.
Oh, yes, he was. I could tell. He went all white and clenched his fists. Then he shouted to me to get it right out of the classroom. Anyway, one of the boys is bringing a tame brown one tomorrow. Then we'll soon see if he's scared or not.
Well, if I catch you taking yours to school again, there'll be trouble. Now, buzz off.
OK.
Oh, what a silly thing to complain to you about, Joe. Couldn't he have dealt with Bobby himself?
I don't know, love. I think there may be more to it than just that.
But a white mouse? Well, even I'm not scared of mice.
Well, Bobby seems to think the teacher was.
May be annoyed, but that's more like it.
Oh, boys are funny creatures, Ethel. They've got a very cruel streak in them.
Not Bobby.
Well, he's just like the rest of them, in right circumstances. At the moment, he's the big, brave Sir Lancelot. That means he can't understand any weakness in anyone else.
What do you mean, weakness?
Well, boys take a delight in finding people's weak spots. Look at the way he's playing on Jane. And it's the same with the schoolmaster. Once boys find a weak link in his make-up, he's for it. And they'll show him no mercy, Ethel.
But, Joe, I still think Bobby's teacher could have punished him without writing to you about it.
That's not why he wrote, love. He wrote to say he's coming round to see us tonight. And I want to know why.
Whatcha, Joe?
Oh, hello, Fred. Well, you won't get much more off that lawn unless you sandpaper it.
Ah, you're right, Joe. Aye, I can see you don't intend to do much, dressed up like that, eh? Did you just come out to smell your flowers?
No, we've got young Bobby's teacher calling. Ethel's made me look respectable.
Well, you won't scare many birds away in that regard.
Eh? What are you talking about?
Here, is young Bobby in trouble?
I don't know. He put a white mouse on his teacher's desk.
Wow, there's not much wrong in that, is there?
Well, I wouldn't think so, unless it pinched the cheese out of his sandwiches.
Yeah, mouse on his desk, eh? Here, my hobby was putting carbide or a Sidlitz powder in the inkwell.
Yeah. Didn't half make it fizz over the top, eh, Fred?
Yeah, no, and what a pong, eh? Yeah, I've still got the stripes to prove how often I was caught. Oh, by the way, you're OK for the weekend caravan?
Well, looking forward to it. So's the family.
Good. I thought we might go down Friday night.
We?
Us? Well, Clara can't manage it.
But you can.
That's right, Joe.
I knew there was a catch in it. Well, how do you get 5 people into a 4-berth caravan?
You don't. One of them sleeps outside in a tent.
Oh, I see. You sure you'll be comfortable?
Yeah, sure. So long as you don't snore, Joe.
Oh, I get it. It's Bobby that sleeps in the tent.
I hope so. Yes. Do you think he'll mind?
Well, it's all the same if he does. Now it's all been arranged.
Joe, you don't mind me coming, do you?
No, of course not. You got the caravan.
Yes, and Clara will be away.
So you'd have to look after yourself.
Yes, I'd have to look after myself.
Yes, and you're as helpless as a child of 3.
Yes, I'm as helpless as a... No, steady on, Joe.
OK, Fred, you're one of the family.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I knew you'd see it my way.
Now, I wonder what's keeping that teacher of Bobby's. Anyway, Ethel said she'd let me know when he arrived.
Yeah?
Well, don't let me keep you from my gardening, Fred. No. I'll just have a look, see how things are coming on.
OK, well, lots of luck with the Inquisition.
Now, what does Joe think he's playing at out there? If he gets himself messed up... Oh, this'll be Bobby's teacher.
Good evening. I've called because I was sent here, and here I am.
Oh, yes, I'm Mrs. Huggett.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Beg pardon?
I said, well, that's nice.
Oh, no. Oh, it sounds so funny when someone else says it.
Pardon?
No. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it, Mrs. Huggetts?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, where was I?
Well, you said you'd called, but of course we were expecting you.
Oh, were you now? Well, fancy that. I thought I'd be a surprise, you see.
Oh, you are. You're much older than I thought you'd be. You've come about the mouse, haven't you?
Mouse? Have I?
Haven't you?
Oh, I don't think so, Mrs. Huggetts. They told me it was the donkey.
Donkey?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd never get a donkey on a desk.
Desk? No, it's a donkey engine, Mrs. Huggetts. I'm from your husband's works, you see.
Oh, works.
Yeah, he works here as well. I couldn't find his phone number, so they asked me to come down with the message. There's a nice bit of wallpaper on the wall now, isn't it?
Yes, yes. We always have it on the wall. What did you come for?
Come for? From the works, you see. Oh, come for? Mr. Huggett, of course.
Why?
Why? Well, now, the power belt drive on the internal dihedral cam rotator is jammed and the generator is caught around a multi-feeding conveyor lock nut there.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that's what I said when they gave me the message.
What message?
About the power belt drive in a generator well, that's what's happened, you see. It's happened before, only the last time all the words was different.
Yes, but what does it all mean?
I ain't got the foggiest idea. Took me 10 minutes to learn it off by heart. So you see, it's why I've come round here for Mr. Huggett.
Oh. Does Joe know all about it?
Well, I hope so. No one else does. Can he come along now?
Well, he's expecting someone. but-
Ethel, don't keep him at the door. Ask him. Oh, hello, it's you, Charlie.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Huggett. I've called about the power belt
Oh, I suppose it's jammed and the generator's caught round the multi-feeding conveyor lock nut.
Aye?
Yeah, isn't that what you called about, Charlie?
No,
All right, Charlie, all right. Tell him I'll be along in about an hour. Oh, and ask Jock Wilson to release the spring-load valve on the feed.
release the spring
Release the
load
spring-load valve on the feed. That's right. That's right, Charlie.
Right, that's right. Well, good night. Good night, Mrs. Huggett.
Good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Release the spring load food valve on the lead. Release the spring load...
Fancy. Oh, dear. But fancy you knowing all that, Joe.
Hey, well, it's my job, isn't it?
Yes, but fancy you knowing all about generators.
I wish I did, love. Aye, aye. I bet this is Bobby's teacher now. Ethel, you better leave him to me, love.
All right, dear. But stick up for young Bobby, won't you?
Yeah, I certainly will. Well, what do you think? So you see, Bobby, me and your teacher had a nice long chat, and he knew you'd seen him go white and all tensed up when he saw that mouse of yours.
Yes, Dad.
But he wasn't scared of it. Don't you think that. It just happened to bring back for the moment a shocking experience he'd had during the war, and I think you ought to know about it.
He was an airman.
That's right. And after a crash, he lay wounded in a house all on his own for 3 days, and the place was infested with rats and mice.
Oh, Joe, what a shame.
Well, that's what he went through, Bobby, and pretty gruesome, too. But I know you wouldn't like to do anything that would keep reminding him of that, now, would you?
No, Dad.
OK, son. Then you be a good sport and keep those mice out of the way, eh?
Not half, Dad. And I'll tell the other boys as well.
Good for you, Bobby. All right, now you run along.
OK.
I'm glad you told him, Joe.
Yes, so am I, love. Oh, Ethel, boys can be cruel, but when they respect someone, they can be as gentle as saints. Talk about where my caravan has rested. Ethel, how's it going, love?
Oh, dear, all this rush. Did we have to go tonight? Couldn't we have caught an early train in the morning?
Well, it was Fred's idea. Thought we'd get settled in tonight.
Oh, it's all right for him. He only needs a toothbrush and a towel.
Oh, I don't know. He said he'd bring his own tin of salmon.
I've just had to tick young Bobby off, Mum. He was taking his Sir Lancelot outfit.
What?
What? The dustbin lid and all?
Well, he can forget that lot for a couple of days. If he starts swimming about in armour, he'll go rusty.
Oh, Mum, did you pack my bathing costume?
Oh, you'll have to get a new one, Jane. A moth got into the wardrobe.
Poor little thing. Off that costume of Jane's, it wouldn't even get a square meal.
What about you, Joe?
Oh, I don't need one, love. I'll just roll my pants up and paddle.
No, I mean, have you got everything?
I hope so.
Oh, dear, Jane, where's my best dress?
Oh, best dressed. Look, we're going to a caravan, not a castle.
Well, I want to change, won't I?
Don't be daft. With 5 of us in a caravan, you won't have room to change.
This is it, Dad. with a cute caravan sign.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Dad, there's only 2 caravans here.
Ah, then ours will be the empty one.
You amaze me, Fred.
Oh, I like that big one, Mum.
Then you can bet your life the small one's ours.
There's no one in this small one, Mr. Stebbins.
And the curtains are drawn in the big one, Joe. I expect the people are in bed. Can't say I blame them at this time of night.
Well, better not disturb them. And don't worry, love. Won't be long before we're in bed, too. Come on, Fred, open it up.
Joe,
Yeah.
I just thought of the daftest thing.
Well, that's nothing fresh. You've been thinking them up all night.
No, not as daft as this one, Joe. You'll die laughing.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The key of the caravan was in Clara's handbag.
What?
She's taken it to her sister's.
Oh, no.
Is that supposed to be funny, Fred?
Well, you can't help laughing, Mrs. H.
You can't, you mean?
OK, Fred, all right. Cut the cackle and tell us how to get in.
Well, there's a window open here, Dad.
Good. All right, in you go, Bobby.
No, Joe, not Bobby. I got you into this thing.
No, you didn't. We're still waiting to get into the thing.
Then give us a leg up, Joe. I'll go through the window.
You think you can?
Yeah, of course. I'll keep breathing in, see?
OK, then.
Yeah,
Ready?
Alley up,
Right.
Hey.
Up you get. Right. OK.
In a minute. Oh, Joe, I'm stuck.
I knew that window was too small.
Let's push on his legs and push him
OK,
through.
right.
Oh, all right, Joe. I'm in.
Oh, OK, Fred. Slip the door catch for us.
Okay, wait, I'll feel me way. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no. What
no,
the
no,
blazes
no,
is going-
no, Joe, get it off me, Joe.
Get
Joe.
it off him? What's he talking
Joe,
about?
Joe.
Perhaps a dog sit on
Well, it
him.
must be a big one. He sounds as if he's buried.
Joe.
Bobby, up you go, son. Open that door as quick as you
Joe,
can.
hurry up, Joe.
Oh, he's opening the door, Dad.
Good. Well, let's see what's up with Fred. Come on, Ethel.
Oh, Joe.
Dad, you ought to see Mr. Stebbins.
Fred's pressed the catch of the double bed and it's fallen on him out of the wall.
Please get me out. I'm suffocating.
OK, Fred, take it easy. All right, grab the other end, Bobby. Up. All right, OK, there we are, Fred. OK.
Oh, thanks, Joe, thanks. I was scared to death. I thought I was suffocating. I better get a fresh air.
OK, Fred, I'll be with you in a minute.
Did he hurt himself, Dad?
Of course he didn't. He's just a great big softy.
Now, that'll do, Bobby. Just you give Jane a lift in with the things.
OK, come on, Jane.
Joe, Fred really was upset.
I know, love, and what a mug I was. I'd forgotten he suffered from claustrophobia.
Oh, yes. I remember him getting locked in that cupboard on our holidays last year.
Yeah, pity we didn't remember earlier, instead of all standing around laughing at him.
Yes, but oh dear, he did look funny under that bed.
Poor old Fred. Must be terrible to give a show like that and not be able to help yourself. Look, well, let's forget it, Ethel. Let's not mention it when he comes back.
All right, dear. Oh, I'd hate to hurt his feelings.
Right, now let's see about getting this place shipshape. You'd better see what you can do about the beds.
I'm sorry about all this, Joe.
All right, Fred, all right. Just you try and get some sleep.
I'd no idea it was only a 2-berth caravan.
Well, let's be thankful this kitchen floor's got lino on it.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll just shift your feet a bit, I'll be
Okay.
able to get my head behind the gas stove.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Really, I am.
I know you are, Fred, but look how convenient it is. We only have to stand up and we can make the morning tea.
Tea? Yes, that's right, Joe.
Yes, that's if we're able to stand up in the morning.
Joe, I think someone's trying to get in the caravan.
They'll be lucky without a key.
I heard someone fiddling at the door.
Shh, I'll go back to bed, Ethel. It's 11:15.
All right, dear. Good night. Oh! Joe,
What the...
there's a man in the caravan.
Of course there's a man in the caravan. Now, what the deuce do you think you're all playing at?
Hey, who the heck are you?
I think that's my question. I leave my caravan for a couple of hours. When I get back, I find I've got squatters.
Here, turn it up. We've been lent this place for the weekend.
Huh? Have you got a key?
No, we haven't.
Well, I have. That's why I came in through the door. And so is my son, and he'll be back from a dance about midnight.
Now, just a minute. My friend here was told this caravan was vacant by a friend of his, Bill Carter.
Well, his caravan is the 4-berther next door.
But the curtains were drawn.
There's nothing peculiar about that. You usually draw the curtains when you leave a caravan untenanted.
Oh, Fred, you fathead. That's you forgetting the key. If you'd brought it, we'd have known it didn't belong to this caravan.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry about this.
Oh, well, it's all right. Don't apologise. The ladies can stay in my bed until you've moved all your things.
Well, it's very kind of you, I'm
Don't
sure.
mention it, madam, please. I always did like a warm bed.
Okay, Fred, what are we waiting for? There's a couple of beds waiting.
I know, but how do we get in?
Excuse me, how would a key help?
Key?
That's right. Yeah. Mr. Carter and I always leave one with each other just in case of emergencies, you know. I think this might easily be termed an emergency.
Well, what do you know?
Lovely and peaceful out here, Joe. Better than being on the crowded beach.
Yeah, that's what you think, Ethel. I must have built this sandcastle a dozen times for Bobby already. I could get the council to pass plans for a garage a sight easier.
Well, he forgot to build a stable for King Arthur's horse.
Oh, it's King Arthur's castle, is it?
Yes, I bet he finds it a bit awkward at high tide with the sea in the cellar.
Dad, could you be Sir Galahad?
Maybe, son, if I can do it lying down.
And Mum, could you manage to be a lady?
I don't know. I've always tried to be respectable up to now.
Oh, heck.
Oh, it's all right you laughing. Why don't you make yourself respectable, standing there with your shirt outside your trousers?
Well, that's the fashion. All the young fellas go about with their shirts outside their trousers on the beach.
Yes, but they're special shirts. They haven't got tails on.
Look, Mum, what about Lady Guinevere?
Why, did she go about with her shirt outside?
Ethel, that's the lady he wants Sir Lancelot to rescue. Look, Bobby, Fred Stebbins is asleep over there near the rocks. Try and cover him with sand.
Yes, but what will he say when he wakes up?
If you've got any sense, you won't be there when he wakes up.
I know what he'd say. Help, help! I'm suffocating. I'm scared.
Now, that'll do, Bobby. If I hear you talk like that again, I'll put my foot behind you. There's lots of people can't stand being shut in. Now, go on, buzz off and have a swim.
OK, I'll do a high dive off the rocks.
Cheeky young monkey. Good job Fred didn't hear him.
I feel sorry for Fred, Joe. I think he keeps blaming himself for all that's gone wrong.
Well, I don't see why he should. We don't. Besides, the new caravan's a real beauty. It's a lot of credit to him.
Well, I'm sorry for him all the same. I don't like to see him so quiet. I know he can't be enjoying himself.
Oh, of course he... Ethel, what the heck's wrong with him? Look, has he gone mad?
Who?
Fred Stebbins. Look at him on that rock. He's jumped in the water. Come on, Ethel, quick. Fred, what are you playing at? Fred, where are you?
Here, Joe, over here.
Oh, there he is, Ethel, hanging onto that rock.
Joe, he's holding young Bobby.
Round here, we'll be able to pull him out between us.
Take Bobby first, Joe. He's hurt himself.
Right, hang on yourself, Fred.
Right
Up! Lay him down there, Ethel.
Oh, dear.
Now, leave him a minute and give me a hand with Fred. Now, steady, Fred. Take it easy. Try to get your foot on the rock as we pull.
I'm here, Joe.
Right, heave. Made it.
Oh, now I'm all wet and no mistake, Joe. Thanks.
What happened, Fred?
Oh, well, I just woke up, Mrs. H. I saw young Bobby take a header, then nothing else.
He must
See?
have caught his head on something.
Yeah.
He's coming round.
Oh, my head. Mum, Dad, what's happened?
You banged your head on a rock, Bobby.
And Fred fished you out. Thanks, Fred.
Yes, thank you, Fred. If you hadn't seen him, well, you know what I mean. Thanks,
Oh,
Fred.
it's a pleasure, Mrs. H. I was...
You saved my life, didn't you, Mr. Stebbins?
I wouldn't say that, Bobby. Well, your dad was here and your mum was here, and just look at these flipping flannels. What a lark. If I don't change them, they'll shrink in the shorts.
Trust you to think of a way out, Fred, eh? OK, you go and change. See you later, you old wet weekend.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, pal. I'm singing in the rain, singing in the rain.
Oh, silly old chump. Bless him.
Well, Bobby, what do you think about Mr. Stebbins now? Is he still a softie?
No, Mum. He's very brave.
Not just brave, Bobby. He showed he'd got courage. You see, son, old Fred can't swim.
Joe!
It's quite true, love. So, Bobby, when he jumped in after you, he was facing up to something he was afraid of.
Yes, Dad.
Well, you keep on admiring your Robin Hood and your Sir Lancelot, son. But keep your eyes open, or you might miss real courage on your own doorstep.
That was Jack Warner and Kathleen Harrison in Meet the Huggetts, a recorded programme with George Howell, Marion Collins, Charles Leno and Kenneth Connor. Script by Eddie Maguire, production by Jakes Brown.